All right, y'all. We live. Are we gonna get straight to it? I'm not playing the countdown. I'm on the time crunch because I gotta be at work in a couple of fucking hours. This shit sucks. I hate the Animaine getting this treatment from the Saturday morning suit up / 31 nights of Hallowstream. Yeah, this got to make up for my night streams I'm missing. But anyway, we here. We live on a Saturday morning. We're here to talk about some good shit. Me and him, we just had a long conversation. We was getting our feelings. We was getting our black feelings. Y'all,
the struggle was real behind the scenes, y'all. If one of us was recording, listen, there could have been about like 5 videos, bro, just out of that. But it's okay. It's okay. So of course, it's when I come on that we're late. But it's not just that it's 2 black folks here and we late. No, it's because my ass never knows when to shut up. So AJ will say something on point, and then I just have to rant because AJ, he got a lot of good points. He got a lot of feelings, and then I got feelings. His feelings make me feel feelings, and then we both in here in our feelings about some of the bullshit that's been going on in this world. And one day we gonna have us a proper long ass stream, long as hell, and we gonna go in on some of this shit, and we gonna invite more people, and it's gonna be the big old homie stream, and we gonna get together and air our grievances like it's Seinfeld. But that ain't what we here for today. So apologies for y'all. I gotta tighten up and not be long-winded all the goddamn time, sucking up. Look, my nose is too big. I know I'm not on camera, bro, but I got this big-ass nose and these big-ass lips. I'm just sucking up all the white man's air, and that's just my life, bro. That's just what I do in life. Got to get these nostrils to nostriling.
Bro, that's been one of my checks my whole life growing up. Motherfuckers always spotted my nose. Every school I went to, they spotted that nose, and they gave me hell for it.
Man, look, one of the joys of growing up as a black man is you get to say, look, my God made my nose this big for a reason. They don't want me to take up too much space and breathe too hard. Well, guess what? How you like that?
Look, y'all, yeah, we was going off. But yeah, Animaine, those tangents or the feelings, all that good stuff, man. That's why we definitely gotta have you back again. On the channel for some real conversations. I got to do better about playing some shit. We were talking about how we're both trash YouTubers, but we know we got to be better. So
we struggling, but we making it work. But we just barely, just fucking barely.
Pookie Productions.
Hell yeah, bro. Sometimes you just got your little Pookie Production YouTube, man, and you making it work, and the people like it because you're good at what you do, but you also suck at what you do. So you just make sucking look good. There's no way to make that statement sound right, so I'm not even gonna try it. It's just out there now. Try.
What's understood, I gotta be explained, bro. I hate to say no diddy, no homo, all that extra shit, man. It's like it is what it is.
Fuck the bullshit. You know what it is.
All right, man. So y'all, Animaine. Okay, first of all, I'm the abomination known as AJ. Y'all know me. I am joined by Animaine. I tell the people who you are and what you do.
All right, Animaine, your boy, I am here. I am back. Some of y'all may know me from back when I was a little more prominent in the YouTube fields over on this side of things. I stepped away for a little while, and I got a second channel that I dedicated to Storm and Starfire because I'm weird, but I'm making it work. Now that channel is not only popping, it's helping me pay bills. I haven't abandoned my main channel, but I'll come back to it eventually. But the reason why I'm on today is actually because I'm also a comic book writer. And we're going to be talking about my shonen style comic book, Bond of the Blade, which successfully funded last year because a lot of y'all awesome mofos, including AJ himself, showed up and showed out for the Kickstarter. And you've told me that you like the book, you're feeling the book, you want more of it, and there will be more Bond of the Blade. We're going to get into it today and talk about it as much as AJ can stand the muster, because I got plenty of words and anything he wants to dive into about the book, any questions you guys have, because he's going to be showing off some of the pages here. And so any questions you guys have, definitely leave that in the chat. AJ, feel free to ask me anything at all about the book. This is the first time I've streamed about the book, probably since the campaign ended. So I need to get better at talking about this book, because I've been basically going monk mode somewhat for the last year and some change to have my life not be on fire. But we ain't gonna talk about that today. We here to talk about good shit.
Well, that's crazy because there's a lot of fucking pressure on me, bro. Because man, for reasons, but I hate to have to squeeze you in like this again with the time constraint that we got going on. But I definitely do want to talk more in depth about it. And I was supposed to message you back with my review of the book. I never get back to you on that. I apologize for that. But hey, man, here we are, and so I'm glad to hear that you want to talk about it in great detail. I do have some little topics or whatever that we can talk about, but I don't
Absolutely.
really I don't care about this shit too much, but it's
Bro,
supposed to
look,
be like,
this your house. How I am when I come on other people's streams, bro. I'm here for you. If you wanted to talk an hour about goddamn Static Shock, I'm here for it, bro. I'm just glad to be welcome in your house. Shout out to all your viewers and all your listeners out there. Y'all are dope. Coming in here on in my neck of the woods, it is 10 something in the morning. So y'all asses could be sleep. Y'all could be looking at the inside of your eyelids, having wet dreams about that girl you like at work that you ain't mustered up the courage to talk to yet. You could be snuggling with your wifey or your girlfriend. You could be dreaming about fucking dogs, probably like AJ do. You could be dreaming about dogs and wolves and all type of shit. But you spinning your Saturday morning with our weird asses. So shout out to y'all. Y'all are the truth.
bro, the dog wolf dreams get wild. Man, I got one. It got to be in the comic book, bro. That wasn't nothing but the Lord telling me like, hey, and that's the thing, bro. That's crazy right now. It's supposed to be all nostalgia and talking about good shit, but it's nice to talk about some real shit and then be able to have conversation with people. That's a big reason I got into YouTube. So I
Bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I'm not living to my fullest potential right now, and like the job search has been going crazy because I've really never had an issue getting a job. But now
Mm-hmm.
maybe it could be the market. I don't know what the fuck economics, whatever. I don't fucking know. But it's like I'm struggling, bro, to get a job. Like I got a job right now, you know what I'm saying? But it's like part time. I'm trying to make the fun stretch, and it's not me begging y'all for money right now because I appreciate it. Okay,
Not right now. Look,
not right now.
the shield stream and the beg stream, that's at night. Because then it's late night,
Exactly.
and then you take your shirt off and show your hairy muscular chest, right? That's
And
how it
then we
works.
have the alcohol and all that. We got to incentivize the people to throw some money at it. But anyway,
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy to me that life is like really been such a struggle. But it seems like every time I go full force into the things that I'm actually passionate about, that I can do, that God has blessed me to do, like talent wise, it's like the shit flourishes. And I'm like, what does that mean? Am I supposed to just go like full force into myself, invest in myself? Like, yeah, that seems like the obvious fucking answer. But it's just like that, I guess struggling with faith or the unforeseeable future, like that really holds people back. And I hate that I'm allowing it to hold me back when I know that I shouldn't. And there's been too many examples in my life to where I didn't let that hold me back and it worked out. So it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
man, we can believe in God all day, every day, but you still have those times. Like even even the disciples, they saw this man perform miracles, but at times they were still like unsure about what the
Yeah.
future held, despite having Jesus like right there with them. So I just know I'm going through that right now, man. And this again, it's just fucking crazy. So when I say like somebody like you putting out a book, bro, and how I say that's inspiring to me, like it is because you've done the work, you know what I'm saying? And as an artist, we don't want to leave before that work is put out into the world. So I feel like, damn, bro, if I go at any point, did I do, which I know I didn't do, which that sucks. But anyway, that's a lot of the mental shit that I've been going through and like trying to believe in myself and fully invest in myself. I saw a meme, not a meme. I keep saying a meme, but they're not memes. And I apologize, chat. I'm gonna bring y'all comments up. I'm glad y'all here. I am not trying to be neglectful of y'all, but again, it's just in conversation. This is why I'm glad I'm on YouTube to have these conversations, and I'm glad y'all here for that. But there was a post. I follow all these like motivational things, and it was like you. I think they said it was a picture of a gardener and it said that you spend so much time trying to prove to others that you're a gardener that when your flowers grow or before they can like reach their full potential, like you cut them or whatever. Some shit like that. I'm
Mm.
butchering it. I'm butchering it, bro. But when I think about everything that I've done, it's like maybe I cut it too short or I kind of my faith was unshaken. So I've allowed things to not to keep me from pursuing a lot of these endeavors to the fullest. And I'm like, is it because I'm trying to prove to somebody else that I've done something as opposed to just doing it and just letting it be and letting it flourish? Anyway,
Hmm.
man, that's a lot of the mental shit that I'm going
Man,
through. And it's like, what am
that's
I
real
to do?
though. That's real. That's real. And I really love how you touched on the fact that if we are to leave this world without reaching our full potential or without finishing our work, then it's like kind of feel I know I felt like that almost like a wasted life or a life where I know I could have done so much more. Like I currently don't have any kids. If I die today, I that this is my legacy. Bond of the Blade is my legacy. The Spider Circle, that's my legacy. So that's what I'm leaving behind, and that's how I choose to. That's why I go so hard about my work because, and I'm not a person of faith, but I also really resonate with a lot of what you said about feeling tested and everything because there's so many times where like you are, I'm looking at something I'm doing, and I'm like, if I doubled down, tripled down on myself, if I dared to focus on this like I should, it would 10x, 20x what it's currently doing, whether it's the YouTube side of things or the comic books, or even with me and you, man. Like the fact that this is the first stream we've done in over a year,
Yeah.
I don't feel good about that. Like nourishing the relationships and friendships that I have that could bear so much fruit is I hate the fact that I don't do that. I hate the fact that I'll second guess myself. Or like you said, I'm so busy trying to prove something to somebody else that I'm not really working like I should, not getting it all out of it like I should, man. And there's even been times where the story itself, Bond of the Blade, could have been farther along. I'm like, man, if I hadn't blown money on bullshit, if I hadn't been out here so stressed that I just can't bring myself to finish writing the page this week, how much further along would I be? But being able to recognize that in yourself and then decide, all right, let me start doing this for real. That's borderline a superpower. You know how many people make it to 60, 70, 80 years old and they on their deathbed before they start having them type of thoughts? So if you having that in your 20s and your 30s and you still got time to grind it out, even in your 40s, you can still grind it out and dedicate yourself. But it just like you having that realization, you also then have to be ready to start putting in that work. Because even the Bible itself says faith without works is dead. You can want to do it. You can even recognize that you have the capacity to do it, but that alone isn't going to bring anything out. Jesus was walking right by the disciples, showing them the miracles, but even they had doubts. It's human nature to have the doubts, but you can't let the doubts get you to the point where you just sit there. But I've been on my soapbox. That's enough
No,
soapboxing
no,
for
no,
me.
no, no. Because it's crazy that you say you're not a person of faith, but then as I'm reading the comic book,
Oh yeah, that
it's
was intentional. That was intentional. Yeah, I mean, it's like that. That's what happens when you're raised in the South and you're black and you come from a Christian household. I was I real shit though. I was a Christian for pretty much all of my young life till I didn't officially leave the church until I was 21. And like a lot of people who stopped being religious, I had my period where I was like Mr. Uber atheist, oh religion is poison, it's ruining us, but I got out of that bullshit. I outgrew that in a short amount of time and realized that just because I no longer subscribe to the faith system doesn't mean it's all trash. And to this day, I have a lot of reverence for Christian principles, a lot of Christian values I still have. I'm in my office right now and I have my favorite Bible verse on the wall. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his soul? That's something that we all need to tattoo on our hearts because it really doesn't matter if you go out here and get all the money, you get all the baddies, you get all the
all the
clout on social
baddies.
media, you get all the baddies, you get all the whatever, the bops, the thoughts, the whatever. They all bopping on your little joint, whatever. None of that matters. If it costs you who you really are at your core, Whether you're literally thinking of your soul that'll exist after your body dies, or your soul meaning the core of who you are, who you truly are inside. If you're sacrificing that just to get a bunch of stuff, you haven't gained shit. You haven't gained a thing, bro.
More pussy, more problems, man. That's how I always look at it.
Bro, the next behind the curtain talk we gonna have is wild. I just know. But
man, we need to have grown folk conversations.
Real
All right,
shit.
yes. Yeah, bro, that's crazy for you to say. Okay, but so you grew up in the church. Yeah, the way you just kind of talked about that, which I guess okay, that stuff is a foundation of yours, but and I gotta be better about remembering the verses, like the books and the chapters or whatever. But I know train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he's old, he won't stray too far.
Won't depart
So
from
I'm
it. That's
like,
right.
he won't depart from different, translations, whatever. But
Yeah, a billion
I
translations.
but that's what I hope for you, because like you still keeping this stuff, it still rings true in your heart in areas. So
Right.
yeah, as a follower of Christ, I'm hoping that you come back and you can acknowledge God, Jesus, the Trinity, the Spirit that's within
And
you.
I appreciate that. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
man.
And I,
Yeah,
as a person who's more of a naturalist now, I have no, not that you're saying I am, but I have no desire to see people of faith stray. Like my one of the things I live my
yeah.
life by is if it's good for you, I'm good with it. So if your spirituality is nourishing you, you're using it to be the best version of yourself, to do good in this world, then I'm happy for you. And I hope that as long as you're a person of faith, that it remains like that.
I
I
remember
love seeing people who are genuinely believers and like you just are around them and you just know automatically, oh man, this person has God in their life. This person is truly walking the path.
as it
Because
as it
we got
should be.
more than enough of the other type, that's for sure.
As it should be, bro. That remind me of this conversation I had back in, bro. I think I was in the 12th grade, so I was kind of mature. You know what I'm saying? I was getting
A
up
little
there
bit.
a
You
little
was
bit.
grown for a kid.
Yeah, I was a grown kid, and we had this atheist dude in the class, and he was just like just shitting on religion. I'm gonna say this, okay? I understand there's definitely issues with religion, and people focus so much on that. Even Jesus spoke against the church with that. It's like y'all so focus on these rules that you're losing, like the actual principles. Like you're losing your way. You are going astray, and and you're not realizing it because you're so focused on this power and enforcing rules that you're
Mm-hmm.
forgetting the godliness of it.
Yep.
And so this dude was I don't know what that is. So this dude was like, yeah, shitting on our religion, Christianity, and
Mm-hmm.
he was like, well, "What if you find out it's fake? What if it's fake?" I'm like, "That means nothing. I've lived the spirituality. Again, religion can suck, but spirituality itself is nothing but good things. It's just instructions on being a good person. Like you ain't supposed to be fucking all over the place. You get STDs, you get babies all over. You know what I'm saying? It does nothing for you. Coveting your neighbor's things, like wanting somebody else, like jealousy. That's
Mm-hmm.
that causes you to do like evil acts. It tells you to obey your mother and father. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. I'm like, there's nothing but good things when it comes to the basic rules that God has put forth for us to follow. So I am losing nothing besides wild, degenerate times that can only land my ass into some trouble. So yeah, I have no issue with following the rules of the Bible, these rules, the Ten Commandments. Because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
spirituality is nothing but good stuff. It breeds you create a good person. Whereas the opposite, if you don't have those convictions, if you don't feel like there's consequences for your actions, I'm not saying everybody's automatically evil or on some degenerate shit, but you're more likely to have those behaviors, to practice those behaviors. So if I find out that it's not true, I'm not missing out on anything. So that's why I like Jordan Peterson's response when people ask him, is he do he believe in God? And he says, I live as if he is true, or something like that. They say, are you a Christian? No, I conduct myself, basically saying I live like that. Even though I don't believe, I still live like that.
Yeah.
Which, as you know, me and Dempsey was talking about this last night, that you actually have to believe in God. You have to acknowledge him as the higher power to be saved. So Jordan Peterson won't be saved, but he's still living a good life. That sucks. That sucks. Because I'm trying to get into heaven. I'm like, Lord, come on, man, let my homie go. He didn't know. He was trying. He was trying.
Yeah.
And I don't think God gonna be listening to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it is what it is. Okay. Not
Yeah,
to go too
if
deep into
only
that.
if only you could put in a good word for your non-believer homies who were still, living a good life.
Still good people, man. My God, this person helped me through a lot of time. Like, but anyway, we truly don't know what's on the other side. Or if you will
Yep.
hear our pleas and
And
whatnot.
we
And
won't find out when we get there, and then it's not like we can come back and tell you. So if
you
there's
can't.
if there's anything waiting for me beyond this, I find out when I get there. And if there's nothing waiting for me, then I won't find out because there won't be any me left to find anything out anymore.
Look, that reminds me of this other thing, and it was so funny. This person that said like posted some army shit. About I'm gonna butcher it. Okay, I'm gonna butcher this as well. But they were saying like I wish I had the confidence or the how relaxed you are with dealing with the what's the I something some bomb some acronym they use for bombs. And
Oh,
then
the
it was like
IEDs.
yeah, sure. And they're like, well, how do you stay so level headed? He was like, well, it's like if I make the wrong move, then I won't be here to like to be worried about it. Some shit like that.
That's true.
Basically, if you fuck up, then hey, I'm dead. I'm not. I'm not here to
Right,
dwell
exactly.
on my
Do you
mistake.
worried? What's to worry about? What am I stressed about? If I make the wrong move, I won't be here to regret it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't think that's a dark way to look at life. It's just it is what it is. That's just truth. Which is why
Yep.
I'm weirded out by Christians who are afraid to die. I'm afraid to die before I accomplish what I accomplished, but death in itself, like just passing, I'm like, we're supposed to go and be with God in this perfect world and all of that. Like, where's the issue in there? Why are you so afraid of it? So
Hmm.
I'm just attached to a bunch of worldly shit. I know that's why I don't want to go, but I know when I do go, it's going to be bliss. Hopefully, that's what they tell me.
Hopefully,
Bro, hold on.
not ain't no way.
That reminds me of another fucking clip. No, that's old. But if you play Red Dead Redemption, and then the lady was telling Arthur Morgan, she was saying that she's like, what if you go to hell or something like that? Something, and he was damn, I'm a butcher it, bro. But he was saying that I felt that I've been dealt a false bill of goods. Something, bro. I gotta find that clip. But it is so hilarious. Basically, he was saying if hell ain't hot and and as evil as they say, then I've been lied to.
For real. Like, look, shit, if
All
I
right.
die and I do go to hell and that shit ain't the worst of the worst of the worst, then I wasted my life. I wasted my life being afraid of going somewhere that ain't even that fucking bad.
Stop it.
I better get down there, and that shit need to at least be like Lil Nicky hell, where you got demons. You remember Lil Nicky when they had
Yes, I do.
Hitler had
Yes,
like
I
his
do.
own personal torture time where they just pulling out bigger and bigger things to shove up the ass. I want that. I want to have my own core demons. Like, all right, Monday it's Beelzebub's turn to get up
It's
in it,
tossing
and
your
then
ass.
we gonna let Lilith. She gonna get up in it, and that's what I want, bro.
Stop it. Stop it, Animaine. Stop it. I hope I'm going to heaven and I hope I can extend the hand and bring you with me, brother.
Hey, look, if you turn out to be right and I see you on your way up, I may not be able to grab your hand, but I'm gonna reach for this shit.
God,
And
reach
I know
for it,
you're gonna
motherfucker.
reach back for my ass, and we may
Reach
dap,
for it.
and our hands just go through each other, and it may be it may be torment, but it is
That
what it
is
is.
sad. That is
I'm
sad.
gonna be down there like John Lovitz. Lilith gonna be wearing a spike strap on, and I'm gonna just be, I deserve this. I deserve this. Let me
Damn, bro. All
stop.
right. All right. Yeah, stop. Let's not speak out into existence. All right. Dak said, ain't no way he was talking about because we streaming on a Saturday morning. UFO Mega Hero, what is up? Keely Chow, good morning. They was talking about the raid, the full Aussie raid. Man, look, them people that came and went, I'm sure. Bo moved on the stream before your shift at the ball crushing factory. Well, they're not crushing my balls. I work in customer service. I'm great with people, even though I prefer animals. It's a cool job. I just need more money, man. I just want some goddamn more money. And it's not their job's job to give it to me. I am in control of my own life. I got to make the monies because I'm blessed with the skill and talent to do so. I just got to figure out how. God is basically a pickle. I don't know what that means, Dax. How dare you neglect us, you damn werewolf? And be like that, man. What up, Zax? Honestly, I'm good. Dying without kids, think my legs should be slightly less embarrassed than furry children. That's weird. You gotta hide the suits. And then when they discover the suits, man, that's gonna be crazy. That is gonna be crazy. Zax, he flexing, talking about he at the Vatican, about to enter St. Peter's Basilica. I've only seen these things in my art books, in my art history class. God thinks of a Korean inch, which is fair. He know what he made. If you're not referred to, man. We'll come back in the line to chat, bro. I'm here. I'm finally here. What's up, my African brother? What's up, horror? With Nash. What's up, Nadia? Nadia was on New Black Street before I was. She's truly the melanated sister that I exalt her to be. She always shitting on me, but I speak nothing but love and positivity on Nadia, and this is what I'm repaid with. The Bible tells you basically don't be a dick. Exactly. Just love thy neighbor as yourself. You love yourself, you're gonna treat people the right way. It's nothing but good things. I'm gonna ask God to change that. Too many furry snipers. Was he? Yeah, I think they did confirm a furry. I deserve this. All right, and the ice shooter. All right. Animaine. Talk about your book, bro. How do we want to do that?
Let's go ahead and pull up that PDF and we can cycle through things. Yeah, and I'll also be dropping the link to Patreon because the book is not available for direct purchase at this moment, but they will be up by the end of the day. If you join the Patreon at any tier, it will be available for you to purchase for a very low price, probably like $5 or some shit, just dirt cheap. In fact, I might make a special thing just for y'all. So if you join the Patreon, I'll know if you've joined the Patreon. If you join the Patreon today, this is a deal I'm putting out only for y'all because y'all support my man AJ. Anyone who joins my Patreon today at any tier, I will send you a PDF copy of Bond of the Blade for no charge. So literally just join the Patreon and you will, for any price other than free, you have to actually give me some money. But it can be, the lowest tier is like $2. So if you join the Patreon for $2, you will get Bond of the Blade just by being an audience member of my man AJ. Because although he is an abomination, he is an abomination who we love.
Yes, bro. I'm only an abomination to my enemies, man.
There you go. You are a terror. I'm dropping the Patreon link in the private chat. Feel free to disseminate it as you feel you need to.
Copy link address. It should be this easy.
There you go. Even struggle bus YouTubers like us can handle this stream.
We know how to copy and paste.
That's right. Sometimes that's all we can do.
Sometimes that is all. All right, so this is Bond of the Blade. I have checked it out. Yeah, like I was saying, man, there's a lot of spiritual. I'm just gonna say spiritual stuff going on, and I was some praying in there too. For this menace right here who ain't a follower of Christ right now, but he respects and abides by some of the teachings still. But
that was core to me when I was making this. And it always makes me feel good when Christians and people of faith read the book and the themes and the characters I have in here, because I have some characters who are overtly spiritual. Obviously, you can see the character right there you see as Ashira. She's the guardian angel of the heroes of the book who go by the heretics. And so some of it's intentional, in your face, some of it's a little more subtle, but I always love hearing when people say like, oh, I love the fact that, you know, this character was praying, or I love the relationship between this character and the angel, or this is another Christian and she feels so real. I love that because authenticity is real to me. And just because I don't go to church or read the Bible no more as like my life path doesn't mean I want to start misrepresenting, you know, my Christian brothers and sisters out there. Representation does matter to me, and that includes representation of faith. And I also want to honor my own past. These are my roots. When we're talking about praying, when we're talking about walking in faith, when we're talking about having a crisis of faith or a test or having to stand firm on what you believe, even though the whole world is telling you do something else. That's me. So I never want to misrepresent that. And I may be doing this in the most anime way as possible, the most manga way as possible, but it still matters to me, and it will always be a part of me.
Anime as fuck. I definitely picked up on a lot of that.
Anime as fuck. Yeah, I had to go with the shonen art style because anime is maybe one of the only things that's as core to my roots as Christianity. Like Christianity, video games, a bunch of black shit, and anime is basically my life story. My life story. And that's so much of Bond of the Blade. Anime, video games, mythology and spirituality, bunch of black shit. That's what it is, bro. Like
bunch of black shit, as we'll
bunch
see
of black shit.
In the very beginning of this, I was like, okay.
Literally the opening page. Like, how many ways can I tell these people that I'm a black millennial without just telling them I'm a black millennial? That was basically what that first page is. So let me give a little, if you don't mind, just a super quick rundown of exactly what Bond of the Blade is, because we're getting into the themes and the deeper stuff. We ain't even told the people what the damn book about. It's my fault, because I need to get good at actually telling people about this book. So Bond of the Blade, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, is my shonen style action comic book, which is about the heretics, who are these three people you see on the front. In the middle, you have Shen. He's the leader. On his left is Chant, and on the right is Vice. And they are three martial artist friends who live in a city that has become overrun by a mega gang, which they're not only large in numbers, but they're large in power. By means that other people can't understand, they are acquiring superpowers by this drug known as the demon drug. So they take the drug, you can smoke it, you can drink it, you can inject it, and for a short amount of time, it gives you powers. Could be super strength, could be shooting fire from your eyes, could be summoning thunder, it depends on the person. And so the city is basically going to shit. And these three want to help their city, but with them just being three regular people, they don't know how. Enter Ashira, who is an angel, who is actually the personal guardian angel of Shen's family. His parents, grandparents, great-grandparents all had Ashira in their life, and they used her power and their bond with Ashira to do extraordinary things. And so through Ashira, these three here become empowered, and like the villains who go by the zealots, they get powers of their own. And the powers they get have something to do with how they are connected to Ashira. So, for example, Chant, her powers, if you couldn't tell by her name, are all sound and voice related. So, and you will see that on some of these pages here. So she has voice powers, screaming powers, and what he's showing off, we're gonna get into that in a minute. One thing that I decided to do that I want to do different than everybody else, everybody got trading cards, right? Everybody has trading cards, stat cards. I said, I want to do that. But since I'm 90s and 2000s as hell, I want to make mine like those old fighting game manuals. So my cards are fighting game cards where you get some really dope art from series interior artist Go Ichimonji. That's all one word. Where it literally is like an old Street Fighter Alpha page where you actually see what if this were an actual video game, what would be the combination to do their special moves, what the super move looks like. And their moves are all based by real techniques that you will see in the pages. And you also get a quick little blurb about who they are as people, why they became heroes in the first place, and why they're bonded with Ashira. And it was very important for me. Again, authenticity is key. So I want the spiritual stuff to feel real. I want the black culture stuff to feel real. I want the anime fight shit to be real. And I want the fighting game shit to be real. Because I've been a gamer my whole life. I was into video games before I was even into anime. So when it comes to getting the form right, making the moves look cool and dynamic, all of that matters so much. But that's a basic rundown of what Bond of the Blade is about. And this is the first issue in what I am planning to be the first story arc, which is the Zealot arc or the Zealot saga. Where shout out to you, Dax. Yeah, Ashira is easily one of my favorite characters that I've ever designed. The the fact that when you see her, most of the time she's in her blue spiritual form, but she actually has a fully physical form, which she can't take right now for spoiler reasons. But like, she is so dope. And I just love the fact that, all my angels, I didn't want to go the standard angel route because, angels have I love angels as mythological or spiritual figures, but let's be real, sometimes they can be a little bit stale. So I wanted to take a different take with how I do some of my angels. So she's a seraph. She's one of the seraphim. And if you know anything about angelology or biblical cosmology, then the seraphs are the ones with the 6 wings. In the Bible, they're the burning ones, and they're sometimes depicted as giant flaming serpents. They're the ones I believe that are the closest to God himself. And they fly with 2 wings. They cover the face with 2 wings, and they cover the feet with 2 wings. I went in a little bit of a different direction with how I'm interpreting seraphs. I kind of took a slightly MCU-ish approach where like this is like mythological lore, and I'm using that as a base to then do my own thing. So there will be some times where you'll meet a person you'll learn that they're a cherub, and you're like, that's different than with the cherubs I know. It is. So there's some things that you'll know and you'll be able to look at and say, oh, that's this. And then other stuff, you got to keep reading, But yeah, I hope I haven't talked myself into some type of deep ditch hole here. If what I'm saying is actually making sense.
Yeah, no. Dex was just talking about fucking Angemon.
Yeah, see, now you know what? Angemon and all that. And then they also had Seraphimon. Hell, they had Cherubimon, but then they had Cherubimon was one of my favorite Digimon because he had like the white and yellow version where he's all happy, and then he has the dark one where he looks like the demonic, like he looked like the Joker became a demon basically, and like he was always one of my favorite Digimon.
Cherubimon, look, I'm trying to stay away from the Digimon talk because that was definitely on the list.
Okay, so if I bring up Digimon, be prepared for our tangent.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to cut it short. Okay, I'm gonna just say
fair enough.
Angemon was cool. I didn't care for the holy Digimon necessarily. Magnamon was a Digimon of light. Okay, but Vmon is my favorite, so. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, Angemon is cool. Angelwomon is hot. Lilithmon is hot, bro. Lady Devimon, like, yeah, I get the appeal.
Yeah, boy.
Let's stop. Okay.
Fair enough. Fair point.
All right. Bond of the Blade. So, yeah, let's get to this man. Is it allowing us Thickums? He allowing us to show off some of the books, some of the story.
Yeah. And I did. You were showing off. We can see on the side there. I had to do 3 covers. Now, I personally, I'm gonna be real. Since the campaign's good and over, I can speak a little bit on this. This cover that you're showing right now, that was my favorite cover. It sold the least copies, and I understand why. After some time has gone by, especially when I'm holding it in person, it's way too dark. The cover itself is too dark. It could have benefited from having more light, but that's actually based on the cover of, if you remember, Double Dragon 2: The Revenge on back on Nintendo. Like that's what this cover is referencing. Like I forget if it was Billy or Jimmy, but one of them had a girlfriend named Marion, and they were like holding her while the Double Dragons were fighting these thugs and shit. I'm like, that's one of the dopest covers of all time. So that's my homage to that cover. And because it's a beat 'em up game, beat 'em ups are one of my favorite fighting game genres, and that was integral to me becoming a lifelong gamer. But and then we got the right beneath that we got the Cody Conyers cover. That was the most popular one by far.
Hold on, you said homage there. I saw. I'm not gonna say a lot. I saw that throughout the book.
Yeah, there was a lot of homage.
I'm not gonna. I don't know if that's good or bad. It makes me wonder why don't more companies do it. Again, I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing, or more franchises, because the
Mm-hmm.
only thing I can think of, I know Kill La Kill does it. I got my Kill La Kill little scroll up there.
Yes. Yes,
Does a
sir.
lot of homage to a lot of shit. Like I remember, this is ingrained in me. Like in the first episode, there's a kid in the background in the back of the classroom playing with the Iron Man and the Hulk action figure. And I'm just like, bro,
Uh-huh.
that's dope. Like, why don't I see more
Yeah.
of that? But there was also there was an anime I was watching. I don't remember the name. It wasn't popular. It got canceled, but it was, main character was a vampire, because of course that's always who the fuck the main
Mm-hmm.
character is. And his best homie rival was a werewolf dude. And they just gotta constantly reiterate that the vampire is better. I hate mainstream. Oh man. Anyway, but then the vampire, I guess he could like project energy to some degree. So he decided, he was like, I'm going to do this move inspired by my favorite anime. And then he was like, Kame. And then I don't know, I guess he stopped the move. Something happened to where it stopped. But it's like clearly he's talking about Dragon Ball Z right there. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I noticed that you were doing it through the book.
Yeah, man. And I understand. I think to some extent, like everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people probably, they don't want any type of legal smoke. Don't nobody want to get sued. Don't nobody want to get a night letter because they put a random reference to a damn 20-year-old show in their shit. Probably the only reason why I'm doing it so much in my stuff is because I'm literally nobody. So like by the time I get big enough to where people gonna start noticing, some stuff might be changed. But right now I can get away with it, so I'm gonna take advantage of that and I'm gonna just do it because it's fun.
Let's do it. Gintama had an episode like that, I believe, referencing Dragon Ball. I don't know what Gintama is. I think I've seen that name pop up. Yeah, I'm not the biggest anime dude. I like it.
Anime. I find that anime are oftentimes a little more okay with doing that, or maybe they just more bold, especially for your big stuff like Fist of the North Star. There's been so many damn Fist of the North Star parodies and homages. There's been so many Dragon Ball ones. How many times the Akira slide? Listen, I know Akira is an iconic piece of anime and film. But if y'all don't find another shot from that fucking movie to start referencing other than that goddamn bike slide, I'm going to implode. I am going to literally flunking implode. Okay.
Well, wait until you get 1 HP before you hit the explosion. Because I will definitely get an Akira slide in my werewolf shit, bro.
No. Well, can you at least do it slightly different? Like, don't just literally do the slide. Like, shit, have the werewolf be charging and then he comes to a slide. He ain't on the bike, but he just slide on his paws or something. I don't know.
Somebody has to be riding something though. And
no,
I saw a compilation of them, and Steven Universe did it. Apparently,
they did because he was on Lion. Yes, I was literally just thinking of that. So do it in a helicopter or something, man. Just dare to be different, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Nigga, you need to give a fuck.
Let me get one, bro. Let me get one. And I don't even love Akira, but I know that goddamn slide. I know people gonna see that and they gonna be like, okay.
Fine. Look, you know what? Fine. It's so iconic. Fine. You get one. Everybody gets one. Just
get one,
please,
bro.
Lord.
Let me get one. I can't think of how I'm gonna do it yet, but again, it's not a focus of mine. I just know. Come on now, werewolf riding a goddamn motorcycle. I have the abilities to kick flip a goddamn motorcycle, to do some crazy shit. I'm gonna do it. There's something I'm thinking of. I can't remember what it was, but somebody threw a motorcycle, but it was kind of easy. Oh, RRR. Do you know what that is?
Yes, my man was going off. He literally threw the motorcycle, bro. That you talking about the in-fight scene?
Yes,
where Rom was going. Oh my god, this shit was so dope, bro.
Look. So that's all I'm saying, bro. If there's going to be a motorcycle scene, because my guys have the abilities to do some shit with a heavy ass motorcycle, you know what? I'm gonna get a slide in. Why not get a fucking slide? Raph did it. Hold on. I didn't even recognize that, but Raph did it in the TMNT intro.
For real? Which one?
You know what I'm talking about?
Which one? The 03, 2012? Which one we talking about?
03. No, he didn't. I'm making shit up. No,
I'm about to say, hold up, because I would have remembered that. I watched that show religiously.
He didn't slide with the motorcycle. Maybe maybe I'm just making this visual in my head, but I know he kind of jumped over the Ninja Turtles and it was yes. I'm thinking of the intro. Look, anyway, it did. I know he had the motorcycle. I'm
I need to
seeing him
see this.
slide on the motorcycle, and we
I need
talked
to see
about
this,
this
bro.
anime.
Did we?
I'm not bugging. We talked
All
about
right, hold up.
I think he was
I
on the
need
Saturday show
visual proof.
before.
I need visual proof because I may just be forgetting something.
As far as
I'm low key looking this up while we talking too, because I just
please look it up. Please look it up because I feel like I see Raph sliding on that goddamn motorcycle at one part of the intro.
Okay.
And I know at the other part of the intro, he rides out. He's like jumps over the other turtles and he's like spreads his legs or his hands and it's like turtles counted all. And then it went to some
was it on a specific season? Because I know some stuff they switched in during like the intro.
Okay. All right, bro. You making me gotta look it up now. I feel like you taking too long. Like I feel like we should have an answer by now.
I'm watching it in the background while we talk about whatever else.
I want to be in on it with you now.
If I find it, I'll screen share it.
All right, what part?
I'm not even watching on the computer. I'm watching on the phone, so because I just got to that faster.
He gonna screen share it.
I am, but I can watch and talk at the same time.
Yes, he just did it.
What second mark are you at?
How have you not found it, bro? It's at 16 seconds. Okay, hold on.
All right, hold on.
We talking Bond of the Blade, but what up, Boosh? What? We talking about this goddamn Akira slide and everything, and yeah, right here.
Damn, how did I miss that? It's been a minute since I've seen it, but I didn't. Okay, you know what? You got this one. I'll give you this one because that's undeniable.
You gotta let me have the Akira slide.
I just didn't. Bro. Man, I just must have memory hold this shit and forgot about it because I've seen so many fucking Akira slides. I can't even remember them all at this point. But honestly, though, this was back when doing shit like that in American cartoons was more novel, where everybody wasn't tripping over themselves to reference anime. Okay.
I'm like, I know I got that scene in my head.
So this part right here actually then for this intro, and I think would be more iconic than the Akira slide because this is just them. I don't know what this is referencing anything. So the reference was dope, but then this is just the turtles. So that's what I remember right here. This part.
And this is why I'm like, I know for sure this was in there because this is stuck. That's the turtles. So I definitely get what you're saying. They like made it their own thing. I don't know at what point did Raph become the motorcycle guy in turtle history, but hey man, I love it. The Raph is a badass. But definitely. Yeah, so you got them three. They right there. And Raph like, bro, fuck all this ninja shit. I'm riding on my motorcycle on the rooftops.
But hold up, Raph right there.
No, it ain't.
That's Raph on the left. Yeah, Donnie is the one on the motorcycle in this part.
No, it ain't. That's Donnie on the left.
Wait, that's not Size sitting there in his.
Bro, it's a whole ass purple bandana with a stick.
First of all, I'm colorblind. You know this.
Man, you might have said
I'm colorblind.
I don't remember.
Well, okay, but now I see the staff sticking out because he's closer.
Yeah,
he was obscured from his arm for a minute. Okay, I got you now. I got you.
All right, well, since your colorblind ass can't see, red motorcycle, red bandana.
Okay, yeah.
Red helmet.
All right. I'll take your word on it. I'll take your word for it.
Bro, this got to be the hardest intro, I want to say ever, bro. The more I watch it,
hard.
The more I watch it, the more shit comes out.
Did you grow up with any reverence for the older cartoon, or it was just that one?
Nah, it was just this one. I keep saying that on this channel, and people shit on me. I don't hate, but them old ass 80s goofy turtles.
No, it makes sense. If you didn't grow up loving that one, if your first exposure to the Turtles was the '03 one, it make perfect sense why that would be your
It
Turtles.
wasn't
Because
my
like
first exposure.
it
I'm just
wasn't.
throwing that out there. It wasn't my first, but I think of just how badass they are. It is my definitive Turtles.
Okay. That makes sense. I think honestly for me, when I saw the cartoon Turtles, I saw them around the same time I saw the movie Turtles, like the live action movie Turtles. So like they became fused. So when I think of the older Turtles, my mind goes more to the live action movies, like especially the first one, because that
That's
shit go
crazy.
hard.
That's
But
crazy that y'all say that. Dax, because me and Dax were just arguing about this, and he thought I was talking about some other. He thought I was talking about the CGI 2005, 2008 Turtles, something like that. I wasn't. I was talking about the show, Dax. These, when it comes to the Turtles, this is the definitive version of the Turtles for me. And like seeing, because y'all talking about the live action, and I don't think it's anything against the Turtles specifically, because I say this about everything. I hate live action when it's based off of something that's supposed to be like animated or started off as animated. It's just like the DC movies are a great example. The animated movies, Chef's Kiss, fucking amazing. The older ones, not the newer shit. The DC live action movies, I'm like, bro, this shit sucks. I am not seeing Batman do all these goddamn 50 plus martial arts that we told he does. I'm not seeing the agility in this character. I can see a man with a stiff ass neck costume and he just blocking, punching, kicking, and he might jump and throw the little bat. You know what I'm saying? He might throw the cape out. But the motherfucker on the cartoon act like on some real ninja shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
hey,
bro,
real quick, since we're in that territory, what did you think of the Batman Ninja Turtles movie?
I liked it. I'm not saying it's great. It was pretty cool. I think it was on par for what you would expect from for something like that. Like, it was well done. I liked it.
Man, that first fight where he him and Shredder squared up, bro, that shit. Like that in my head, like that's peak Batman combat right there. Like he going toe to toe with the fucking Shredder. You know, he using his shit, but Shredder it was beautiful. It was beautiful. A very well choreographed fight.
We were just talking about it on Tighten Up Tuesday. And it's been a while since I've seen it. I don't remember exactly the fight. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I did watch it. I enjoyed it. I'm about to pull that shit up right now.
All right. The way Shredder showed up.
I feel like they'll hit me for this, so I'm not putting no audio on it. What?
That's fine. We judge it.
I
heresy.
No, he lying. Don't listen to Boosh. Don't take anything Boosh says as fucking fact.
Look at that. Even just fighting the Foot Clan. Just damn.
Look, because now I'm gonna go to another fight, that the Assault on Arkham movie. That wasn't even Batman's movie, but he was a goddamn monster in it.
Assault on Arkham. I don't think I've seen that one.
Like, all I'm saying, bro, you do not see fight choreography like this. Like, when it comes to the animated shit in these DC movies, and they so goddamn gritty and dark. I don't see how people actually enjoy those.
That's why I'm glad that James Gunn is James Gunning the hell out of this new DCU, because already we ain't got nothing but Superman, Creature Commandos, and Peacemaker yet. But I mean, technically Peacemaker was already here, but you get what I'm saying. But already it's so much more enjoyable. Like, I could see James Gunn choreograph, probably not to this level, but I could see him choreographing a scene that's at least trying to match this level. But look at that, the form, the technique, the fact that they're using the blades on their wrist guards to catch each other, and Shredder rolling on the back, and like that. You don't know, bro. I think when when we were getting Batfleck, that was more like I feel like they were trying to capture the feel more of like the Arkham games, where it's just like constant shit happening, and he'll grapple a box and throw people into it, and mowing people down on the Batmobile, but that didn't give me this. I don't think
And
we've ever seen this Batman in a
we
movie
haven't.
yet.
When you look at these movies, and it sucks because out of a whole hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, if people compile like the actual fight, the actual superhero shit, it'd be like a maximum of like 5, 10, 15 minutes where they actually doing superhero shit. So overall, it's just
Yeah.
oversaturated with all this bull. Whereas you give me
Mm-hmm.
something animated, bro, oh, it ain't nothing to draw up the quick ass fight scene. Like it's expected, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all,
And
I have
you can
issue with live action. That's all.
and you can in animation you can mix in so many different ways things like action and character development, action and drama in ways that if you tried to do it in live action, it normally goes one of two ways. If they try to do it at all, they either try to do it and fail and it look crazy, or they just do it the standard live action way, and then you don't get like the look at this nigga flying over higher than the rail coming
And
down.
these are actual martial arts that you can go look at any fight, any tournament or whatever. Humans are capable of this. So
Right.
why the fuck are these live action movies not holding these characters to this standard? This is standard. And just up the shit with the superhero-ness. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, RR, we were just talking about RRR. I'm looking at RRR, bro, and I'm like, bro, this is
You
is
know what?
anime. This is like cartoon
Yeah.
level
That's
of
what I was
action,
when I watched it. Because in
and it's
this,
all
if you
throughout the
watch,
movie.
if you watch, that's not Bollywood. I forgot exactly what industry that's from in India, but they do that shit all the time over
Telugu, or
there.
is that the language?
To Gulu. I'm terrible, y'all. I'm trash. But it's something like that. But they're always like super hype with it. Even Japan, on occasion, they don't do it all the time. Sometimes they even do like trash anime adaptations themselves. But like the Rurouni Kenshin movies, where they go extra hard and like nigga, they go hard to make that shit look good. And that's like y'all are literally putting anime on the live action screen. And then you come over here and you see our stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, here's a punch, here's a kick, here's a regular looking punch. This don't even look like no shit you'd see in a tournament. This don't look
It's
like these supposed
exactly,
to be
bro.
superhuman, or if they're not superhuman, they're like to the absolute peak and beyond of human physicality. So, like, even like the Bane fight between Batman and Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, it's like, okay, we get this iconic fight, but Batman old and his body broken, so he can't do none of the cool shit that we would expect him to do at this level. Some of the shit that we've been wanting to see him do, like look at that throat chop. Look at that shit. We don't get no shit like that in real life.
The throat stab, bro.
The stab, bro.
And when he fought the turtles, like disrespect the turtles. All right, yeah, that movie was cool. I think it was more so of how, like, we just saw blood. I don't know. I have no issues with the movie. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. It was pretty good.
Assault on Arkham. Yeah, let me see this because this may be something I need to get in my life.
And I think Dax said it in the chat. Heck yeah. Batman need this man's head through the goddamn machine. And then he returned with the fucking elbow, with the Anderson Silva elbows to Batman fucking midsection. I'm like, bro, just straight action after action. We kicking ass, bro. And this is what I'm saying, like the Turtles intro. It just was so testosterone filled. Like those cartoons around that time, it just like told little boys, like, be a badass, be you know what I'm saying, action oriented, fight evil, be the good guy. It's cool to be the good guy.
Right.
And I don't see cartoons spewing out that type of energy. Like the Beyblade intro just popped in my head.
Not Beyblade.
Beyblade.
Not Beyblade. This nigga to go back to Beyblade.
The intro, the energy for that song.
I do Beyblade. That shit is stuck in my head. It was effective. Can't tell you nothing about the show. Remember that damn song.
It's the team with the bang. My gang is the one that's gonna win. Bro, like, where's the hypeness, man? Where is that when it comes to entertainment? It's gone. It's not there
Now,
anymore.
I will say this. I will challenge you slightly on this. Did you watch X-Men 97? Because I
No.
remember that stream we did. Okay, so I can't fault you then. But I remember that stream we had when we had our reservations. And I watched that. And I watched it while it was coming out for the second channel, Storm Corey HQ. And they didn't get everything right. But when it came to them fights, premium, A tier, high tier, S tier fights, bro. Like
Man,
they put respect on Cyclops, they put respect on Nightcrawler, like people who we've been waiting for them to get proper. They put all the respect on them man's names.
I hear you, but just because I'm like fuck Marvel, fuck Disney Marvel, I
Look,
give that
man,
shit no attention.
at some point, pause it and then just watch it. Just you don't even got to watch the whole episodes. Just look at the fight scenes, the powers, man. That shit is on point.
All right, switch to Night Vision. Now, this is my issue. Like the last Batman movie came out with that fathead dude.
Not the fat head dude.
Big ass boots, and I was like, bro, this dude ain't coming from no shadows. He ain't silently creeping up on nobody. He ain't it.
You won't feeling the Patterson man?
Fuck no. Fuck
Damn.
that.
Damn.
Like, where's the gadgets for Batman? Y'all seeing this, right? Just straight action. Straight action. This is just a SWAT team. Come on now. Batman fucking anime jumps. Motherfuckers can jump a whole story in anime without fucking explanation. Batman just strung this dude up. He's no longer a problem. I'm not gonna kill him, but I'm gonna string his ass up so he's not a problem anymore. Where is that Batman in the DCU?
He's brooding. He's too busy brooding. He's too busy. He's too busy having cinematic shots of looking into the distance, standing on a building.
Batman
to do cool shit.
Grappled and pulled him up. He's stuck up there. Come on, that's some Spider-Man level shit right there.
Yeah, nah, we ain't seen. Oh, speaking of Spider-Man, I feel you on Batman. I feel like that about Spider-Man.
Like, I feel because Spider-Man is my favorite hero. I'm just
like,
saying.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, I don't know how we got on Batman. Oh, I was talking about all the martial arts that this man supposedly knows.
Yeah,
like
that you don't see in live action.
This is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. All the flipping around. All right, but we got to stop. We got to stop.
Riddler fucking everybody up
before they take the stream down, bro. All right,
yeah,
talking about Bond of the Blade people. And
yeah, but see, that's the shit. That's the shit that I grew up loving. That Batman, even when it wasn't like super hype, like it was always hype, but like the DC. Matter of fact, let me ask you this, just real quick, your opinion. How do you think the DC AU, like the old school Bruce Timm Batman fighting, compares to how he's done more in animated movies today?
I honestly would have to go back and watch it because even though I watched Batman, I'm not a big DC fan. So when you just said like Spider-Man is really like, I feel you.
Oh yeah, instantly.
I'm not a DC guy, but I'm saying I was talking about the animated movies. That's how we got on the Batman shit with the DC animated movies and how the DC live action movies pale. They pale. They're shit in comparison to those. And I don't understand. I truly don't understand how people like those movies. Like, they're all terrible. When I say George Clooney Batman is my favorite Batman, I don't give a fuck. It's because of how campy it was, how over the top, how crazy it was. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze, the puns, Poison Ivy doing her thing. I hate that Bane was this big dumb fucking henchman monster, whatever. But again, with shit like that and a sequel done right, you can easily fix that. Okay, he was first mutated, so he was retarded, but over time, now he's smarter. Now he's the Bane that we know. You can fix that shit easily. I understand that people don't like that Nightwing and Batgirl were older than what they should have been. Okay, well, in the second movie, now we got fucking Nightwing, we got Batgirl, and then we get now we got a Lil Robin. You know what I'm saying? Now we got Damon. That's why I said I think James Gunn's Batman, it would make the most sense that it's George Clooney's, because he's already established. You know, people don't like the back card gag or whatever, but he has money. He fucks around with women. So we see him flirting and all that. So you can easily slide that story in of he was fucking with Talia at some point. Yeah, Damien, because in the new Brave and the Bold movie that James Gunn is making, Damien is going to be the Robin. So okay,
Right.
now we got that older guy, Chris O'Donnell, I think was the name that we saw in George Clooney's Batman. He's Nightwing. He's older. He's established. Same with Batgirl. They was riding a motorcycle, so we got a fucking motorcycle scene to where they racing some fucking Joker-like thugs. I'm like, it was trying to be Batman and serious Batman can't be Batman at the same time. That's my favorite Batman. So anyway,
Well, look, respect to you for just being able to say, "Hey, fuck the bullshit. I don't give a fuck if y'all roast me. This my favorite live action Batman. It take balls to stand on George Clooney. Okay, that's some shit." Thank you for joining, Daxnar. You rock, bro. I will definitely make sure you get your Bond of the Blade copy by way of the messages.
The disrespect, Keith. And I'm gonna say this: I watched those movies, but I didn't give a shit about them growing up. They were just on, like, yeah, I watched them, but for some reason, George Clooney's Batman is like stuck with me. He's that guy. So I got to go back and watch the other movies.
Honestly, I think because I remember being a kid and being utterly obsessed with Batman and Robin, and it wasn't until I got older that I learned how many people think that movie is ass. I liked the Keaton Batman when I was younger, like little, but I don't think I was probably in high school by the time I started really rocking with Batman and Batman Returns. So I think for kids or even young teenagers, because you got to remember that had a lot of action. It was, I mean, even basic shit, like it was super colorful, bro. Honestly, because Joel Schumacher, he made his movies so colorful, and so like Gotham City had such a presence. All these big ass statues everywhere, men with muscles upon muscles. You got sexy ass Uma Thurman in there. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was everywhere. Compared to the Keaton movies, and I'm not saying that the Schumacher films were better, but for more of the spectacle of of your modern day blockbuster, it made more sense I can see how some people prefer those movies. They're not my personal cup of tea. I watch them now like for the memes, because I mean, how the fuck I'm not gonna laugh? It's Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. fucking Freeze. It's fucking Jim Carrey back when he was relevant and as goddamn the Riddler. None of those things should work, but it's just so ridiculous. I'm mad they wasted Tommy Lee Jones on Two-Face though, because he would have made a dope Two-Face if they had bothered to take it seriously. But they just made him into Joker Part 2, and it ruined it.
Okay.
Oh God, don't say it. Do not.
He said it.
No.
He said it. Yes, you say that, but then what was the original? Because people keep saying it's the blue and gray suit is the best one. And then when I think of the blue and gray suit, I just see fucking Adam West.
Batman with the shark repellent and shit.
Jumping Juniper's Batman.
Fucking holy guacamole, Batman. What the fuck? I'm mad that they referenced that in Batman Forever too. They took the shot.
Look, bro, shit like that. I was just like, look, come on now. Like, how many times did we actually get it right?
With them little ass ears.
The
little ass ears on the couch.
Got the drawers on the outside. Yeah. Bro. I'm like, come on now. Anyway. Yeah, all right, so we got on that because we was talking about Animaine paying homage to shit in his books and being inspired by anime and all that type of stuff. So, all right, back to Bond of the Blade, people.
Yeah. How much? What do you want to show off? A couple of the intro pages?
Yeah. We could do that. You was talking about this, which I'm not mad at this cover, but I got this one, obviously, the book right there.
Yeah, that one's dope. I fuck with that one. One. That was actually the very first one that we did.
I just like the shot of the heroes. I like the angel chick behind them. You saying it's because it was dark? I don't.
Yeah, in person, like right now, because obviously because it's on screen and the way that colors look for digital art versus physical art, it's not bad. But I like when I held it in person, I'm like, oh no. If we do a cover like this again, we got to turn them colors up. This shit is it's literally so dark that some features are hard to make out unless you get like right up on it. So
I think so far she is my favorite character.
yeah, Chance doll. I love her. Like in creating characters, that's probably one of my favorite things to do as a creator. And a lot of characters are either modeled after people from my life or like people from history. I don't like basing characters off existing characters. To me, I feel like no shade to no one who does, but I just feel like I can do better. And she's based off a couple good friends, good female friends I've had over my life. One of whom is like my best friend to this day. She like my sister from another mister. And so definitely getting her right, getting everybody right was obviously important. But like I love how I made her like the a little bit more of the brainy, slightly more lighthearted one, but she's also the one that's like very focused and like, oh, we need to do things by the book and kind of like a mixture of like Mike with a little bit of Donatello, if we want to make a TMNT reference,
Yeah.
or more like Donatello with a few sprinkles of Mikey in there, because and we'll see that a little bit on the opening pages, but I really wanted to make sure all the heretics, all not only in their superpowers but in their personalities, stand out a lot. So I love how like the way Shen fights and his approach to getting a job done is different from Chant, and Chance is different from Vice. Vice is more like that. I'm here to kick ass, take names. I love putting boots in people's faces, all that shit. He's definitely more of the wrath of the group.
All right. So you want to go through some pages?
Yeah, because I do want to scroll down here because I love how you said like right on the first page you can tell that like the black experience is there. Now tell me, AJ, what made you say that? What exactly made you say that?
You got the shit. It's just that right there. You got the money, always delivered. Then it talks about issue number 1, A Day with Fate, light work for the heretics. Yep, written by Animaine Johnson, art by Goichi Monchi.
Yep, Goichi Monchi.
Looking good, Playboy. So like, yeah, just obviously the characters are black, because like how he carried himself.
Yeah, that's fat sex right there. He's insert 2000s rapper here. He's your 50 Cent. He's Fabulous. He's Cameron. He's just all those guys. And then I love like this bottom panel here, which looking back on this, I feel like I could have done this slightly different and made it a little bit better, but I still love the panel layout where you have them and you got their auras flaring up, they're charging their energy up, and it's like they just been up there waiting for them. They're so much on their sneaky shit, on their ninja shit, that they're up in the rafters. They done already snatched the package, and they're just waiting for the bad guys to even figure out, hey, we waiting on y'all. And the importance of having a strong establishing first page opening scene is something that if there are any aspiring writers or comic book creators out there, it is super important to lead with your strongest. So don't wait till page 10 to start doing cool shit. Don't wait till the last third of the book. If you can open the book with some dope shit, open the book with some dope shit. And what's doper than seeing your super feet? What's doper than seeing your superheroes, go to town on some bad guys? Like, why wait? Why wait?
Oh, Dex said he's gonna avoid spoilers.
There's no problem with that, Dex. You will literally be reading it in a matter of minutes. Whenever this stream ends, I'm sending it out. But
look, I'm gonna say I do want to wrap in a few minutes, maybe 10:30.
Okay, it is
at the latest.
Okay. I mean, you got work to do, bro. So no shade on that regard.
But I told you I hate that I had to squeeze you in like this. Just come back on if you can do a Tuesday show, Tuesday night, then be there for that.
All right. In that case, let me get back at you in a couple weeks. Right now, work dominates Tuesday nights for me, but that should be clearing up in a couple weeks. So I'll hit you up on the Bird app, and we'll be in touch to schedule a show where I can come through.
All right. Well, I don't want it to be that long, so we
We'll
gonna figure
figure it
it out.
out, bro. We will figure it
Yeah.
out. Maybe if you are you trying to get back into regularly doing the Saturday morning streams?
Yes. So this month I'm streaming every day, and I want to do stream every day in December as well.
Okay. Maybe I think let's tentatively say next Saturday I'll come back through if you don't have anything planned already. And then if anything uh switches up, I'll let you know. But how's that looking?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll talk about it, but
All
I'm
right.
not saying to wrap right now. We can get through like a page or two, but like I said, 10:45 at the latest. It's only 10:27 right now. Peace out, Dax. I appreciate you being through for supporting. Just want to do this. I'm glad I met, man. Yeah, but
Yes,
like you
sir.
said, I like the opening with the characters. I like the auras. Or
Mm-hmm.
auras are fucking cool. That's something that I'm gonna have on my wolf shit. Cause
Hell
I don't know,
yeah, man.
I like the auras. We see that all over the place, but I'm definitely inspired by the Power Rangers and the different colors. Like I like
Yeah.
growing up, like even with the turtles, how kids we would say like I'm the red one, the blue one, somebody was the
Yeah,
pink one.
everything was color coded.
I like that. So I want that type of energy again. So how your characters have these auras, and I'm assuming would this be to do with the red wings?
Yep, that's him.
Okay.
But that logic is literally why I did it like this, because that especially for young people, really young people, and just in general when you're first meeting characters, having something to where you can quickly identify them and say, tell them apart because they dress similar. You may not know their name, but if you can say, oh yeah, the red dude or the one with the blue aura, the one with the blue moves or something, and then over time you just associate that. I even remember growing up, I would remember when I didn't always know the names of different like beam attacks from Dragon Ball Z, I would always remember Goku's is usually blue,
Mm-hmm.
Vegeta's is usually yellow. So Final Flash, I know Final Flash is from Vegeta because Vegeta's shit is always yellow. And the Kamehameha is always blue. Every time I seen this blue. Maybe there's a yellow one out there that I just ain't seen.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
crazy.
remember in the show, every time any member of the Sun family did a key attack, it was blue.
That's crazy that you remember that because I definitely didn't recall colors of attacks. And
Mm-hmm.
then I know I guess with Vegeta, yeah, he got Final Flash, but I would think Gallic Gun with the purple one.
See, and that was another one. See, and I remember the very first that humongous beam struggle he had with Goku when he went Kaioken. And then, but then Kaioken, okay, Goku's the only one that power up and he turned all red. You know, it's not like the aura is just on him. He like almost become the aura and it completely overtakes his body. There
Yeah.
again, there's that color code and stuff. That's very important. That's actually a crucial part of visual storytelling.
Yeah. So you see her power later. I don't want to spoil too much,
Yeah,
but
let's not spoil that because
yeah, yeah.
that's one of the money shots
Okay,
of
okay.
this
My
issue.
bad. And my bad about this one, but I'm not gonna say it again. But
It's all right. I mean, shit. Look, you got. I like showing off a little bit of what we got going on here, and
okay,
the
okay.
fact that you got the guys are shooting at him, but they're all zipping around the place. Chance moving so fast, she's leaving the after images. Had to throw some after image shots in there because of anime, and then just pow that fucking solid kick to the midsection sends dude tumbling about,
That's how you hit
and
your mark.
that's how you hit your mark. And now I can do a little bit of inside baseball with you since you're a Christian. That is actually my extremely nerdy way of referencing the concept of Christianity with her because she is a woman of faith. Um, because sin, I don't know if this is true, but I remember hearing this all the time when I was talking to my Christian friends that sin means missing the mark, that God has laid out a certain path for us. And whenever we're not on the path, whenever we're not hitting our mark, that's sin. So that's basically a reference to the concept of sin and missing the mark. And she's saying, okay, you missed your mark, aka you didn't land your shot, and now I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. It's extremely nerdy and highbrow, but that's who I am. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of that in my stuff.
Yeah, I can't think of a actual verse to where it says anything about missing your mark,
Me
but
neither. But I
that
heard
is
it all the fucking time. It's one of those things in there that I'm like 5 people will probably get that and it'll do something for them. Everybody else, it'll just be a line, and that's okay.
yeah. I would say if you want to include something like falling short,
Yeah.
because uh some verse we've all fall short of the glory of God. So that's in the Bible, like falling short, which is kind of the same as missing
Mm-hmm.
the mark. So no, I haven't read miss the mark in the Bible. That's very like contemporary speak, contemporary language, but the
Yeah.
idea is the same. Falling
Mm-hmm.
short, missing your mark, not on point. Yeah, shit
Yeah.
like that.
I
So yeah.
I got you. Mm-hmm. And
Um
then on the in the next panel. Oh no, go ahead if you're about to say something.
Well, I was gonna say the color coding stuff. And this is something that I use as a for my art students. Primary colors, the red, blue, and yellow. And I was teaching
Right.
them. In teaching them the primary colors, I gave a bunch of examples of red, blue, and yellow. And the main one would be fucking Sonic.
Right.
But seeing them watching these shows and like pointing out these like color schemes, these color palettes to help them to identify primary. So yeah, this is very, what do I want to say? This is basically just a foundation for us growing up and like learning about the world and then the primary colors. So not
Mm-hmm.
to say that the use of it is infantile, but I'm saying it's ingrained in us to recognize those things, that color scheme, and be like, okay,
Right.
these are our three, like these are the main three.
Exactly, and that's why I chose them because I'm thinking. I think when it comes to a lot of art stuff and noticing patterns, the fundamentals. If you're aware of the fundamentals, then like applying color theory and design and all that really isn't super hard. It's just the basic stuff, like you said, the basic three, the basic three colors. Like you implementing that helps establish your characters and helps establish your story versus if you're so far out here, because some people do that, they go so far out there that stuff is hard to decipher, and I don't want my stuff
Yeah,
to be like so far out there that you gotta put your college thinking cap on just to understand basic shit or to be able to remember it helps you remember it, like literally. Oh, it's the basic three colors. Bam. Now I've helped you remember my characters by giving them easy to remember color schemes. It's kind of like it's borderline like a broken strategy, honestly.
yeah. Yeah, like we're saying, like with the Power Rangers, you always had the red, blue,
Mm-hmm.
and yellow. But then when they started doing the three-man teams, like Ninja
Uh-huh.
Storm, Dino Thunder, they had that
Yeah.
red, blue, and yellow, and then everybody else was just extra. Everybody else was just dope added onto the squad with their weird little
Right.
colors going on. But it's like you got to
Not
have
the
that red,
weird
blue,
colors.
yellow. Yeah, the
Yeah.
weird colors, man. You had Ninja Storm, they had the crimson and the what was the blue one? The Navy, was he a Navy Ranger? I don't know, but and then with Dino Thunder, you had Tommy. He was you had the black one and then the white one. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
uh all right,
I don't
going
think I
down.
made it to that far in Power Rangers. I think I
It's
dipped
okay.
probably a little bit after Zeo, but
It's okay, bro. A
I
lot
think
of
I
people didn't
watched a
make it
little
that
bit.
far.
I watched a little bit of Dino, but I was on my way out. But yeah, and then on this panel, we have our entrance of Ashira, and I like the fact I got to shout out my artist because back when we started doing the comic book and it was a web comic, we were doing it different to where Ashira would be like almost like a stand from JoJo, where she would be like behind the person talking to him all the time,
I don't watch
and
those though.
okay, well, they know what I'm talking about. Shit.
They
But
don't
that
know.
they're going to know. They know JoJo, goddamn it, if ain't nothing but from the memes.
I
But
seen the
that was
memes,
taking
but
up
I just seen some
well,
weird
that's all
colors.
you need, bro.
Oh,
When in doubt, refer to the memes.
it's
Um
not good.
But okay, not gonna get on tangent. We ain't got but a couple minutes. But we decided that we were gonna draw Ashira differently because it was taking up too much page real estate to draw her physically all the time. When sometimes she just like right here, someone's about to sneak up on Chant. Ashira is just alerting her that someone's. So that's kind of like their spiritual spidey sense. Like when there's communication, but it doesn't require Ashira to be physically on the page. She appears to them as this little blue flame. You know, it's kind of like the association that a lot of people make is what's her name from Zelda?
Navi.
Hey, listen. Yeah, but nowhere near as annoying.
I didn't think Navi was annoying.
You are a conundrum of based in hot takes. So as usual, I appreciate you having a different take.
Listen.
But yeah, man, just drawing the fight scenes in this book were so fun because no one is ever going to be upset from seeing cool characters just mow through a bunch of fucking bad guys before they get to the more serious characters. We gotta have our good guys just mow through some thugs, you know. So you got the mafioso guys who are getting obliterated, and yeah, you got Vice there. You got this huge dude wailing on him, and he's just bored. He's about to fall fucking asleep, you know, and then he just decks the guy.
I was gonna say I like this. This is something anime does well.
Very
like
well.
The little cartoony, like it's a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I love that they do it. It's like you can have something serious going on, but then like Ed or Alphonse will do like some little quirky little shit like this. While in a serious, it could be serious going on, but just like that, the moments of levity that are appreciated within it, but then also shows the characters. Like I would say that's my issue with Luffy is fucking retarded doing the whole thing, kinda, or he's serious. I don't know. He's too inconsistent for me. But like a character like Alphonse or Ed, where they are mostly serious, you know, definitely serious when it comes to their fights, but find those moments to like break it up and like have a little breath and like talk to the audience.
That's important. That's important, man. You know, big fight, city's in trouble, but oh look, Alphonse starts petting a puppy, so now all of a sudden he's cute, or somebody calls Ed short, so he's gonna explode and become chibi for 5 seconds. You know, that's part of the heart and soul of anime that I definitely made sure I had to capture in here, where you can be having this serious fight scene, you know, blood splattering, guns are going off, but somebody will say something kind of out of pocket, and all of a sudden they're just a little thing. They're chibi.
Yeah. Mike has bad knees. Navi wasn't annoying. She just needs you to listen.
Man, Navi can go somewhere, bro. She can go somewhere. Navi can go somewhere.
I don't think Navi ever had a. Did we ever see like a human looking form for her, or Anthro, or was she just always a light with wings? I don't know.
I've only seen her as a light with wings.
I'm just saying, I'm gooning right now, thinking without fuck that thing. But
oh my god, bro, not the gooning. You don't give in to the goon.
Look, goon. I need moments like that because people want to call me a furry. I'm furry adjacent, okay? But it's not. We fucking animals over here. We fucking monster chicks, supernatural creatures over here. So that's what it's about.
Yeah, okay. So we go from fucking the werewolf chick to the ball of light with wings. Got it. Okay.
The werewolf chick, that's the wife. That is the wife. Just like some fuck, marry, kill shit, where it's a mermaid or an orc and a werewolf, like stuff like that. Like,
okay, yeah. So the orb with wings, that's just side chick. That's just a little whatever on the side. But then werewolf's wife.
Only if the light with wings has a human form. I'm not about to go bust on a light with wings. That's disrespectful.
I mean, sir, you get it how you live, sir. Get it how you live. There's no judgment. This is kink shame free over here. Okay, shit, if you getting off to flying orbs, then you get off to flying orbs. It is what it is, bro.
The visuals right now, bro. The visuals are crazy. I just see her getting just caught in the sticky fluid.
There you look. Sometimes, look, that's what happened when you listen. She lets you apply the sticky fluids.
That's what I'm thinking about Tinkerbell, because I know I've seen something with a light with wings, but it was a fairy. But then it was like the light was just so blinding that from a distance you couldn't tell. But as you got up close, there was an actual human form.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking about, that concept, not an actual orb with wings.
Well, listen, all I know is the blowjob is going to be ridiculous. That's all I'm saying. The blowjob is going to be ridiculous.
How? All right, bro. We ain't talking about it. We not talking.
You
about
started it. You started it.
All I see is this tiny little character trying to fly using all the wing muscles.
Look, she grows. She enhances herself just enough to be able to actually, fit it. Because usually, if they too small, then it ain't. You just gonna, crush them. But
yeah, bro, you wasting time. That's at that point. So, all right, bro, we got to wrap. All right. Under the Blade. I got my first book. I got a physical book. You support them on Patreon. That link has been dropped. I'm gonna drop it again.
Yes, thank you for having me on, brother AJ, and letting me be nice and weird with you and your awesome audience. Shout out to anybody who hops on the Patreon. Again, anyone who joins the Patreon at any tier, any of the paid tiers, you will have a digital copy of Bond of the Blade in your inbox today for free. You don't have to give me any more money. Just become a Patreon. Become a patron.
Just donate. Support the brother.
Yes, that's what we do. That's our collection plate for the day. Just to y'all, because y'all supporting my man AJ. So I know you got good taste. So I know you'll probably enjoy Bond of the Blade.
I gotta have these clips.
I said, don't ask. I said, don't ask. No questions. Just give the money.
Some good old Don't Be a Menace. Some good old gotta love a reference to Don't Be a Menace, bro. Ain't that the truth? Don't ask. I said, don't ask. No questions. Just put the money in the plate.
Give the money. Ladies, man, I got $100.
Yeah. I need to watch that movie, man. I need to go back and watch that movie. I need to laugh more in my life.
Put the money to the side.
And then they got that go right into the dance battle with the grandmas. Yeah,
old ladies trying to out Holy Spirit the other one.
Yes, bro. I wanted that to happen at church so bad as a child. I'm like, can I just have some grandmas have a dance off in the middle of praise and worship, please?
I'm not gonna say exactly a dance battle, but yes, it'd be a lot of that going on.
Or shouting battle, something like damn.
As a kid, I just said everybody was just doing their own thing. Now with an adult mind, I'm like, maybe they was trying to outpraise each other or whatever. I don't know.
I've seen it.
Go back and see.
I'd have seen it. They won't getting down like they wasn't Don't Be a Menace, but I done seen some of the church elders try to outshout each other. I'm like, y'all are petty. This is not why Jesus died. This is not why he went to the cross.
All right, man. What you want to say anything before you get out of here?
Just thank you to having me on. Shout out to everybody who came through and spent almost 2 hours with us. Next time I come on, I tell you, I will not hold things up nearly as much. It's just been too long since I talked to my man AJ, and we just had to have some little behind the scenes talk. But I will be back. Thank you for having me on, bro, and I can't wait to get up here and hear more of your hot takes and for you to stand on business when literally no one on the panel agrees with you.
Got to. It'd be like that. It is what it is, bro.
Yes, sir.
Circle of Jerks tonight. Be here on the channel. I'll put a link. I gotta come up with a thumbnail. Damn, I gotta do all that. All right, but I get off work. I get off work at 5 for the man, so I have time to get all that together. But be here later, people. I'm gonna play some commercials because nostalgia.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We up.
I'll take the Trix yogurt and hide in the principal's office. I can find me a delicious 2-color Trix yogurt, strawberry, banana, raspberry, rainbow.
Wow! The rabbit's taking our Trix yogurt. He's in the principal's office. Come on!
Excuse us. Time to clean the office. Can you move you over here? Lift your feet. Hold this. Okay, thank you.
Where's my Trix yogurt?
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
This Halloween's even more fun. With spooky glow-in-the-dark tattoos. 6 to collect in specially marked packs of Trix yogurt.
Huh? Huh. What was that? What the? Oh my God. What the?
Eggo home-style waffles. So crispy on the outside, so fluffy on the inside, you won't be able to leave them alone. The irresistible part of this complete breakfast.
If you gain all the power you can, if the journey goes perfectly, you still get a big pink fist in your face! Dragon Ball Z Boo's Fury for Game Boy Advance. Rated everyone.
I know how it is. Your day off, want to sleep it away.
Just how many hours a day does she need to sleep, really?
Well, Toonami's changing all that. 3 hours of the best action cartoons around.
Surrender this!
Feel my wrath!
Trouble, move up!
All you gotta do is get up.
Mahoshi, please, wake up!
Toonami, the rising sun. Saturday mornings at 10.
Show me what you got!
Only Toonami.
If you're anything like millions of other people, you hate Saturday. Yes, very few people like that day. No school, no work, nothing to do at all. That is why we provide the Saturday morning block. It's over 2 hours of cartoons that will make you say, what day is it? It doesn't feel like Saturday. No, it sure doesn't. The Saturday morning block, Saturday at 10 on Cartoon Network.
Sometimes you suffer great misfortune for believing in something too much. There are times that it's tough to believe in anything at all.
Kingdoms rise and fall. Lifetimes come and go. Are any of us here long enough to even make a difference?
Pangea has fallen!
We're in over our heads, okay?
What should I be doing? That's something you have to decide. I can't do this alone.
Face the maneuver!
There's no time!
Okay, hang on. Now don't die! Don't die!
And what about you? Are you ready to die yet?
I don't know what I should do.
Keep moving, whatever it takes. Even if the way ahead lies through a river of blood.
Take your best shot. I'll give it back to you 1,000-fold.
Now you're finally making sense.
While we're here, we live to the fullest.
So I'm not sure I get you. Give me a real fight.
Any of you guys read that chapter in The Art of War about misdirection?